Coming from a background of being a digital photographer, I've really been spoiled for choice and flexibility throughout my time working in photography. And because of this, I don't tend to be that adventurous when it comes to my choice of film stock. So two things that I rarely shoot are black and white film and expired film. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about an expired roll of black and white. So Ilford Super XP2 400 is something that my lab describes as a fake black and white stock. So it's a C41 black and white film stock, which means that it is developed in color chemistry. The roll that I shot in this video was a 120 roll that expired early 2021, so it's only a year out of date. I was sent the roll by the lovely guys over at Front Photography. If you don't already know who they are, then I'm going to link them in the description. They have a YouTube, they have Instagram and all that stuff, so you can check them out. But essentially they are working on this really cool shop marketplace concept where you can buy and sell photography. I will also link their newsletter in the description if you do want to sign up, so you can kind of get the updates on all the stuff that they've got going on. It's really exciting. They also have a podcast and everything, so definitely would recommend checking them out. But back to the video, because the roll only expired last year, I wasn't sure how to shoot it or what to expect. I know that a general rule of thumb is that film loses a stop of exposure for every decade that it's out of date, but this was only 1 year. Regardless, I decided to go with that rule and I rated the film stock at 200 ISO. In regards to the actual photos that I took, my favourite shots on the roll were probably the first shot that I took and then the very last two. Curtis is an amazing model who I've worked with previously and you might recognise from another video on the channel. And his style and his competency in posing naturally but still expressively definitely makes him a pleasure to shoot. It makes it very easy to get good photos when you're working with him. In regards to the technical aspect of XP2, I was impressed by the detail and it does seem to have a decent bit of latitude as well, given that it is a year out of date and I did overexpose it by a stop. From the roll that I've shot, it doesn't really seem to have that much contrast, especially compared to film stock such as Kodak's Tri-X. Contrast is something that I love to see in black and white photography, but this could also be because it's expired, I have overexposed it, so it would be interesting to see how the film performs when shot at box speed and if you get a bit more contrast in that sense. Arguably one of the best things about this film stock is the price. So you can get Ilford XP2 for about £6 in the UK, and when we compare that to about £11 for Tri-X, that's insane, almost half price. And obviously it being a C41 film stock, the chemistry is cheaper, so if you go to a lab, you're likely going to be charged less for developing XP2 as you would something like Tri-X. So you'll likely save money in terms of development as well as the actual cost of the film. I want you guys to make up your mind about the film stock, so I'm going to roll into the video. We're going to go through the entire roll that I shot. 10 photos shot on Ilford Super XP2 400. It's quite a mouthful to say, but yeah, I shot it all on my Mamiya RZ67. Another massive thank you to Front for sending me the film stock and to Curtis for modelling. I'm going to link all of those guys in the description for you to check out. But I'd love to know your thoughts on the film stock if you've tried it before. This is definitely a roll that I want to pick up again in the future. But thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next one.